Begin.
Wow, good day, good day, good day. It's good to see all these lovely, beautiful beings here with us. It's exciting to be connecting the dots together, connecting our hearts and each of us being a dot. But when we come together like this, we make a huge node. And this is a global node because we've got Europe and we've got Australia and or New Zealand somewhere down there and both coasts of the US and north and south and east and west. So it's really wonderful to be here with you all. Connecting the dots came to us. Kelley found them. Do you want to talk a little bit about what the connecting the dots is before we go into the introductions?
Yeah, I saw a notice from the organizers of this event that they were doing an intentional global Earth ceremony, inviting people from all over the world to put their location on a map and to connect to each other, that we are all uniting to do Earth prayers and ceremony today. And I loved that idea, and I immediately wrote Mayana and said, I think let's do this. Let's be a dot on the map. Let's have global grandmothers be part of this. And then she reached out to them and they actually did a call with us, and we sat and got to meet them, got to talk to them, and got to hear about how they've been doing ceremonies, like many of us, for the earth and in prayer and for the sacred. And they just were really feeling very aligned with our heart of hearts. So we were really happy to meet them. And then we're very happy to be hosting um, a ceremony with you and to be able to be here right now for Gaia and our earth and to give some love back to our big mama. So celebrating that right now with all of us being here together. It's
Yeah.
to be here.
Okay, I have a housekeeping question to ask because there is a Derek Roberts on the call, and we don't know who Derek Roberts is, and we've asked him to turn his video on, and he has not.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm not comfortable with that since we are the grandmothers, and so unless he turns his video on, and says hello and tells us who he is, I think we should
You
close
just ask.
it out. Is that okay with everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So,
Yes.
okay. Well, nope. Okay, just a second here.
Hang on, I just wrote them a message,
Okay.
because it could be a woman
Right.
who's
Right.
some or it might have that name. So I'm just asking.
Right. I did ask to turn the video on also
Yeah,
on
I heard
you there.
this, and just giving them a chance to chat back. So look in the chat if you're Derek Roberts. All right. Huh.
We're not having any response there.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm going to remove.
Fair enough. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, we want to make sure that our container is safe and solid.
Okay.
So, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Mayana Kingery, also called Mama Tink. Mama Tink and Papa Pan are building a tinkdom of Hardis in Everland. And Everland is not a location as much as it's an energy field, and it's wherever you are, you're always there.
Lovely.
And so, Kelley, how about if I let you close it out since
Sure.
okay,
Okay.
then
We'll do.
Let me make this so everybody has the same view. Follow host's video order. Okay. So I'm going to go to Shelley, and then from Shelley we'll go Simone, Robin, Donna, Miria, Kate, and then whoever's in the background.
Thank you. I'm Shelley Entine, and I am currently living for the last 20 years in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountain foothills in Greer, which is near Greenville, South Carolina, which is being visited by ICE at this point in time. They went to Charlotte, went to Raleigh, and they came here. I haven't seen any news. I'm just, trying to hold space and send love out.
I am Simone. I'm living in Germany. And well, stuff that happens in the US is here already happening in the background too. It's targeting people that already have not much for living. So you can say I get to know now why I'm in the place that I am, to hold the space and pray for the better.
Thank you. Thank you, Simone. Robin.
Oh, me. Hi, I'm Robin Davis, and I am in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Holy City, Santa Fe. I relocated here from Mount Shasta in April, and I'm holding the node, and I'm part of the Global Grandmothers, gratefully, and happy to be here.
So glad you're here. Donna. Hi, sweetheart.
Hello, hi everybody. I live in Pasadena, California, and I just want to be part of this because I love our Pachamama with all my heart. And I hope and pray with all my heart that we all thrive and survive in perfect harmony and peace and joy and harmony and abundance and all the good things. We are healing and we are rising. So God bless us one and all.
Miria.
Okay, I'm in darkness in here. I'm Miriam Noland. How do I get myself a little bit more light over here? I had a little difficulties with my computer, and now on my phone. I'm live in Helsinki, Finland. I was born over here. I'm some 80 miles from Russian border, and it's been hard years over here. Of course, we've been in a war with Russia before, and they took part of our land. And yeah, I want peace for our world. And I was living in California for 20 years in Santa Cruz, California. And I lived also in Pasadena when I first got to California. So I lived in many places, and I love this planet. I have received so many gifts, and it's the most beautiful place, so many beautiful people. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Miria. Pat?
Hi,
Okay.
I'm Pat Delano, and I'm currently in Worcester, Massachusetts. And I'm I I'm Aunt Boo. I'm Aunt Boo to the world and to the people in my family. Um, that's how my motherhood comes through, and I'm very grateful for being able to be a part of this community today. And I just feel my heart melting and being able to join with the flowing of all the waters in the universe and this planet and feel very, very blessed to join with these wonderful divine feminine energies that are sustaining and making a difference to all life. Thank you so much for the privilege.
Thank you. Kate, can you pop on?
Yes, let me pop on here.
Hi, Kate.
I'm so glad to be here. This is pretty spontaneous. We're at work right now, and things are happening around me, but I really felt, drawn to be a part of this and to pinpoint my location, to bring altar items, to set up a temporary altar to to celebrate this day. I'm in Tennessee. There's a lot of political stuff happening here. And ICE has been around here too, and we just keep hearing more of that. But there's other things happening too, and it feels good to hold space for those other things.
Yeah.
Good to see you, sisters.
Good to see you. So we're going to journey. Kelley's going to take us on a journey today into the triple heart, and my thoughts were with the threefold flame and the three dimensions: our physical heart, our physical earth, and the consciousness heart. Wherever this takes you, we will go in, we will listen, and we will come back out and share, and we'll have more full sharing on the other side of this journey.
I want to say too.
Yeah.
So I'm Kelley Springer, and I'm really glad to be here and honored to be here with all of you in this moment for all the sacred purposes we hold in our hearts together. And I live in Talent, Oregon, in Southern Oregon. I'm in the Rogue Valley where the Rogue River runs to the ocean, and where we now are celebrating the return of the salmon. They took down the dams, and the Klamath and the Rogue are now having the salmon return. And we've been praying for that for a long time. And the tribal people around the world celebrate it with us because, the native people here knew when New Zealand lost their stock, we sent our salmon to them. Well, they sent some back. So when one loses, the other's helping. And when people are really listening to the earth, they hear what we need for each other to do. So I wanted to lead us today sitting at the base of Taiawaiwi Peak, which is the peak that was named after Grandma Agnes Baker Pilgrim, who traveled with the 13 Indigenous grandmothers. I had the good fortune and the honor of having a chance to meet Grandma a number of times and to be with her and her family. And the salmon ceremony that she brought back. So my point in bringing that is where I'm sitting and to also think about her. And there's a number of grandmothers too that we're holding a lot of love for. Our beloved Suzanne Lewis, who just passed. And, we all lost Jane Goodall. And the people who have been here for the earth and for nature, who speak and who have voices, are so important and valuable to us as a family of light. And so I learned a beautiful ceremony from the Divine Mother, and I've been using it in my teachings. I will mention I have a practice called Love, Wisdom, Power, and I'm a nonprofit. I work with the nonprofit umbrella that Mayana and Peace Productions offers the grandmothers, and we're all connected and supporting each other. So my practice is focused on deep core inner work. And a big part of any inner work is listening. So one of the primary teachings from my ancestors was to learn how to listen and listen more and listen more deeply. And my native ancestors are Cherokee, Tesloji people. And we are Bird Clan and Deer Clan. So I thought it would be fitting for this ceremony to really go into ceremony with each other with a powerful three Gaia heart ceremony. And I want to talk about the tri Gaia that I teach with from Divine Mother's teachings. and you can all feel into. So, in the reality of being human and standing on the earth, our primary connection to the earth, our foundation, starts with our surface. So, the first diamond heart of Gaia is the emerald one, the one that we see in nature, the trees, the plants, the animals that we share this world with, and the rocks, the crystals, the foundation of the three kingdoms. And so the humans were the last to come. All of those things, those parts of nature were here before us. So when we want to listen, to learn things from the earth, our emerald heart is a key for teaching us things, even touching trees, or being by the water and listening to the rock people, or the animals in all their different forms. Even little bugs have spoken to my heart at times and taught me things. So when we learn how to listen to every aspect of nature, a particle can talk to you, a grain of sand. So the first place we're going in the journey is to connect to the emerald heart of Gaia, to listen. In the meditation, you're invited to listen to that voice wherever it is in the nature of the earth that is singing to you. The songs to me is language. So receiving the language of the heart of the emerald heart is the first place we're going to go to. The second heart is in the inner part of the earth, her inner sanctum, but you might think of it like Gaia's higher consciousness. In our own higher consciousness, we have expanded bodies and aspects of multidimensional reality we can tap into and know. So Gaia taught me, along with Divine Mother from the source, that the beautiful emerald heart is her surface, but her inner heart is the white diamond heart, her pure center. And in her pure original light, the white diamond heart of Gaia is her galactic center. So when we go into a relationship of listening from the diamond heart, the white one, the white diamond heart is the place to listen to our galactic brotherhood and sisterhood, and where we key in with the other multidimensional aspects of reality and life. Our beautiful galactic families that are here with us, many of whom are us. Because we all know the physical body, your shell, is your outer appearance, is just one aspect of your beingness. That within the soul of who we are, there's so much more. So there's much more to us. And many of us as souls come from the galactic families. Many people I meet in my practice sometimes feel really comfortable here if they're from somewhere close planetarily or in the galactic scene. If they're from far away, they oftentimes feel very out of place and discomforted being here. And I do a lot of work with journey work to bring people home. So one of the things that happens for us in that galactic center is you might be met by beings who welcome you home. And it might not be just the earth. So don't be surprised if you get to meet some family that you haven't seen in a while in this journey. And then the last part, the third heart of Gaia, is the blue diamond heart. And the blue diamond heart is about creation and the new earth. We all know we're in a time of cracking open and shadow purging, and the energies of change are all about us right now. This is a powerful time for really system crash and burn, but at the same time, when something is taken away, this is where we rebuild, we reform, we reunite, or we decide what we want it to be now. It's a blank canvas when we have an empty space. Certain things need to go away because they were founded in places in ways that don't serve us anymore. Our humanity is in awakened these states of consciousness knows that there are certain aspects of our created field together that we would like to see change dramatically. For instance, greater equality for all humanity. Yeah. Peace, love, and greater freedom, and a tremendous amount of care added to the boat food, clothed, housed. When a species no longer is desperate, working like slaves to try and survive, they've actually reached an evolutionary marker. What I've learned from the higher galactic families is many species of contact for our planet are waiting for us to get to that place, to arrive at that place of demonstrating that we, as a species, know how to care for ourselves. Care means harmonizing with nature, peacefully living together, housing, feeding, clothing, all humans, regardless. And this is a huge place with this incredible earth that could feed every single one of us. And when we've set up systems that break that connection, that separate us from that truth, we have a lot that we need to heal. For New Earth's sake, we pray for that resolution, the bridge to cross over into the land of harmony and to enter into the cornucopia of the graceful, beautiful, incredible bounty that our earth provides us with. Knowing how to care and reciprocate with nature as well. This give and take, the reciprocal nature of nature that we need to adopt within ourselves to live in respect and honor of life. Setting this intention for this meditation, I invite you to come with me on the journey. And I'm a musician, an intuitive healer, artist, musician, and storyteller. And I have a harp, or I have song bowls, or a drum. And so I want to invite you to feel with me which instrument we should do this journey with. Or I could potentially use all three. I think that feels good. What do you think? All three? Yeah? Okay. I'm going to start us with the Emerald Heart with the drum. So I would invite all of us to get comfortable. Find a place where you can center. I invite you to drop in. Close your eyes as we invite the light to come and surround us. Inviting a soft heartbeat that reminds us of our own heart dropping in to our earth. Beloved Gaia. Inviting the divine hand of the source to surround us, to guard and protect, to guide and assist, and to clear away with our breath right now. So we each take 3 deep breaths to release anything that needs to go. And just letting it go. Whatever doesn't serve. And bringing in the God Shield to hold us safe in this ceremony, to honor the sacred, the holy. Dropping into the earth, inviting Divine Mother to put the emerald disc of light out in front of us within our heart temples as you enter into the temple of your own heart, from your own center. And we gather in the circle as holy women together. Out in front of us, Divine Mother welcomes us to the emerald heart. As we step on the emerald disc of light, the flower, enter deeper into her temple. And we bring you to the sacred place of Gaia's emerald heart. And here we are met by Gaia to listen and learn and receive, and to give her from your own heart all the love and honor you have to share. We're going to take a moment to receive and give here. Thank all the love you received and gave and experienced here. As Divine Mother enters into this space right now with us to gather our hearts in the Emerald Heart Temple. We bow to Gaia in honor and respect and appreciation for this body of hers that we stand on. This is our everyday lives, our relationship to you on the surface of things. We thank you for all that you hold, all that you give, and all that you provide for us each and every day. We are blessed, and may we be blessing each other and you each and every day in appreciation of all that you give, all that we have, and all that we receive and all that we grow, all that we wish to grow, all that we learn, and all of the medicine of the life that you give to us here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 10,000 thank yous. I'm so honored and blessed for the oceans, the forests, the trees, all of nature, all of life. We thank the guardians of all life here that meet in this heart with us. Thank you all for being here with us. As we do our bow to step onto now with guardians, guides, and appreciation, stepping onto the white disc, the flower of light, we are entering into the white diamond heart now. As we step into Gaia's galactic center, the guardians of the white diamond city meet us here. This ancient knowing of temples was written about in the original families of light for this earth. This galactic center is known of, but so many people rarely visit it in their meditation for lack of being told or taught about it. So we are welcomed here. As we enter into the white diamond heart, we are here to connect to this higher light, the higher frequencies of Gaia, her more expanded body of self in her relationship to the solar system, this quadrant of creation within this universe, and more. So welcome you to receive and give as before. inviting in integration, recalibration, renewal, and restoration from our galactic family, all seeds of life that met here, the origin of life that was once the beginning of this place, sings its original white rose lines of remembering into our hearts and into our souls and into our galactic memories and our journeys. Some of us created those original song lines. They are ancient, and many of us are ancient. We embrace the ancient guardians, the return of the songs, and this time of reintegration and remembering, reawakening and restoring our truth in the light, our memory of unitedness, our connection to divinity, and our sovereignty, and our grace and certainty of being fully rooted in this divine place of knowing, being, existing. Here we bow to the galactic seeds and all of our memories here that rest inside of our deepest heart, our heart of hearts. Divine Mother gathers us again in the circle to bow in gratitude and graciousness, in thankfulness to the celestials of light, the elementals, our kind, our beautiful friends, through the elemental awakening of all of Gaia's hearts. As we prepare to go to the next heart, the temple of the blue diamond, the blue rose flower is appearing before us as we gather into this circle. Dropping in, thinking about new creation. Oops. What it is to embrace new creation. What is it that we dream? What is it that we are dreaming? What is it we are creating? What is it that we are uncreating to recreate for something greater and good? Finding our way here in the blue diamond heart. Again, you're here to give and receive, receive and give. Think about the best dreams and the best good. And what it is that you want to give to life and see life for ourselves and our future generations to flourish into becoming and to hold and to know. Dala akaske no koila amina akoshkopi ila. Divine Mother, beautiful blue diamond Gaia, we wish for every good thing possible in the creation of life with you and all the good that we can grow into, that we can mature into as a humanity, as a family of light, and a greater purpose of being in harmony with life here. Blessings upon the new earth and all of the new creation to come from our united potential coming into bear, bringing the white spirit of life, the pure hearts of divine creation to awaken, to create and manifest a glowing world of light together. May all hearts know peace. May this world know peace. And may we hold the peace in partnership with the sacred of all life. May we create a union from within the inner parts of all of this creation we call our Mother Earth, our Gaia, our Pachamama. May we all be blessed and blessed by it. May we bless and be blessed. May we love and be loved. May we find our way to the prime directive of life, life force, and what is sacred here. May we continually hold that for all life in relationship to everything that is from the heart. As we gather in the circle once more, Divine Mother bringing us into the oneness, feeling the Trinity, the three Gaia hearts, in a circle with you in this temple. We are entering into the rose temple with the Divine Mother. As you feel the rose golden light around you, Divine Mother, Father hands from the source holding us. As we enter into this last part of the temple of light, holding our hearts together. This is a place where we come together to share our visions, our understandings, our dreams, together to hear our voices with each other. So here we bring the talking stick. The Divine Mother talking stick is here. And we invite each of you to get comfortable, to sit up, open your eyes. And if you're willing to share anything that you received in this journey together, that you feel you would like to share, whatever's on your heart. Just remembering we're in ceremony and we want to stay connected and our hearts together with that intention. Okay, so I'd like to open it up for any of you now to share.
I'll go. Kate here. It was such a beautiful ritual of music. And when we went into the Diamond Heart, I felt such a release and tears just started flowing. Feeling very peaceful.
Thank you. Thank you. Who's next?
I'll go. Hold
Thank you.
on. I've got a show and tell, so I'm going to turn it on. I wanted to go. Thank you, Kelley. Thank you for that journey. It was a journey for me, anyway, and it was kind of in these three parts. Each part sort of was a different thing happening. And I'm just keeping my eyes closed, and I wanted to go early before I lost it. You know, it's like when you wake up from a dream and then you're losing some of the details of it, you know. It began, one of the things I was seeing and being shown was the cumulative nature of, you know, the past 2 weeks with the extraordinary solar activity, auroras. We know that this is all part of what is being brought in, awakened, moved at this time. And many of us, myself included, have been in ceremony. I've been observing. Kelley was in the waters and did a beautiful ceremony with women for Gaia. And I was called out to Taos last week for some grid work, some incredible land that a woman stewards and builds. She's very adept at the technology, Gaia's technology, working with stones, and the structures that she's and temples on her land are profound. And I went back there. Also was with Guardians of the Sacred last week, gathering here in Santa Fe, and I was blessed to create the altar for the welcome dinner and then be a part of that, which wove together so many different cultures. The globe was fully represented, both online and on the ground and on the altar. And what I was seeing with us today and with all of the groups, all of the dots on the map, was a web creating, and I heard safety net for Gaia, holding Gaia, Gaia's children, holding the mother instead of us always asking her to hold us. Today we hold her and have held her, and it is acknowledged. And I just began, as I often do, well, giving permission and speaking. And then it rolled into the second part. It was like the drumming called up and connected us with Gaia. And then as we moved into the second part and went into the diamond heart, and you were talking about that core, and I this week have been kept being shown and hearing the shining ones, and we are fractals of the original light family, and back here together, knowing now, remembering now what we're doing. And these ceremonies are no small thing. I started praying out loud as I was feeling too. And again, at the same time, I had tears coming too. It was, as I prayed, I just cried because I meant it. And I had Gaia coming through, who is often humorous and sassy with me. And I love, and I feel very childlike with her, like I'm curling up, but this time, you know, we are holding her because she's feeling all of this energy too, as we are. And as we weave with her, we're all stabilized as we bring the family together. But there are times when the mother who has held us all for so long and taking care of us may take sick or may need support from the family or is aging and needs all of her children and grandchildren around her to shore her up now. And it feels like that too. We are in it together is what's coming. We are in it together. And the final part where you moved into harmony, I was getting ahead. I was like, okay, I got to get up and go do it. But to get the water that this part was now bringing into the water. And you started speaking about the blue rose. And I just gotten back. I have a water pitcher on the altar with Kuan Yin overseeing ceremonies here.
It literally makes a blue rose. It magnetizes and spins and restructures the water and is hydrogenated. And sorry, this is taking so long, but it was really, it saw us all and the cumulative effects of all of the ceremonies, not just mine, Kelley's. I know that many have been gathering either on their own in private prayer and ceremony or together with others. And I'm just being shown the cumulative nature of this and all of those prayers encompassed in where we are right now that we're holding together. And that it's like all of that and built up. And then when you're playing harmony and the blue rose and it's spinning and playing the water for the music for the water, tying all those prayers together. And I also was guided to reach over and get the mother water, which I carry. I'm a water carrier, and other water carriers have gifted to me. And I made an amalgam from waters all over the planet, from the Nile to the River Jordan to little creeks by people's houses, all with prayer, all with care. And that is all infused in there. And I got a hit to drop it in there and then harmonize the water with harmony. I think that's complete, finally. But yeah, it was really beautiful. And I was really seeing all of your light and us together. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. I just was on Mount Ashland doing the blessing ceremony and have the waters that were collected that were brought to that ceremony. And I'm just sending today, part of that water is going to a sister who's in Phoenix and about to go to Egypt. And she's going to give it to the Nile and return some of that water to us from the Nile. So us water sisters and those powerful waters, I just want to say a quick thing about that that you reminded me of. After I've been collecting waters and a water mother for many years now, for about 25 years. And when I did a blessing ceremony with collected water at a home, the woman who owned the house came to me weeks later and she said, Kelley, the bowl you had me put the water in is still vibrating. Right. Even today, this is weeks after the ceremony. So the power of the prayer of our vibration that goes into water can hold a frequency for a long time, even after the water's been poured out of the bowl. And it was a simple glass bowl, but it was still humming and it hadn't stopped. And so our prayers into water are really, really powerful. To me, water is way more than just what we understand about it. It's much greater. Who's next? The talking stick. Who wants to pick it up?
I,
Go ahead.
when we started, the energy felt very watery for me, and it just came to mind, with a emerald green diamond heart. It makes sense because the crust of Earth is peridot. It's green. And in the past, emerald wasn't only the emerald stone, it was all the green stones were emerald. And when we came into the white diamond heart, I could feel my back, my lower back, like making out. It's like ouch, ouch. And interesting is, I started because I resonate with what Robin said, the shining ones. I started to shine intensely. And I'm still doing it. And when we went further, it's like we got into the blue diamond heart. I could see my shining rippling out throughout, first through this country I live in, through Germany, and then globally. And it's like, it's flowing through me, and it's like I am it. I can't really describe it. And it's really interesting because I think it hurt in the back because the rest was being pulled out, so it really can flow finally through me. And it's not only that, it's like it is, I am it. It's both. And there's so much I can't put into words, to be honest. It's really like change is done through intention. So it came to mind for me what's going on in this country. What is still coming up again? Obviously now someone is starting to be oppressive and stuff. All the old stuff. We know it. We all know the old games. And it's really like, it's time to dissolve it. Dissolve it. It's about caring for each other, for life, building a community, compassion, kindness, peace, love, and more. It's really about connecting with each other instead of trying to separate people. In the end, it's unity, oneness. We are all equal. All life on earth is equal. It doesn't matter if it's human, it's a crystal, it's a plant, it's an animal, whatever. We are all equal. No gender matters. No color matters. It's just a way of human expression. It's really like, it's time for humanity really to see there is no one way doing things. It's just a different expression of who we are, and we all learn from it. There's no right, there's no wrong. There's just experience. And it's really time to accept our differences and where we are all the same. And really love what we have. And anchor it into earth, into our hearts, into this world.
Thank you, Simone. Beautiful. Beautiful sharing and visions. Thank you. Who would like to go next to share?
Hi, I'll go.
Great. Thank you, Donna.
If I have to. Just kidding. Hi, I'd love to share. Everything's so beautiful. When she was just talking about when you said we are the light, then I started shining when she said it. Anyway, that was wonderful. The music was wonderful. Your harp, it hit home into my heart. And when we were going into the white the diamond blue light, I was just praying for peace, the Father God's love, his peace through all of us. And then I got an amazing healing through my heart, which spread to everyone's hearts. And of course, the whole time I was tearing up. So it was a beautiful ceremony, beautiful meditation, and may peace be ours now and forever. May we heal, heal, heal. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Donna.
Yeah.
Aho to that and ashe to that. May it be so.
Yes, so be it, and so it is. Amen.
Amen. A woman.
Amen and woman.
My Southern Baptist part comes out, wants to say that all the time. Amen and a woman. Okay. Who's next? Passing the talking stick. Anybody want to share anything from your hearts?
Well, I'll go ahead and share, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kelley. That was fabulous. It was really sweet in the very beginning. We've had Bear mentioned a couple of times, and grandmother Gail is coming out of hip surgery today, or knee surgery, knee replacement today. And I in the first Emerald, it was don't stop, just don't stop. And it was with the drum that it was chanting, just don't stop, just don't stop, keep on going, keep on going. And then there was a teddy bear's picnic. It was the joy of a teddy bear's picnic. It's like, oh, this is fun. And then when we went into the diamond, the white diamond, I felt the shimmering. And the shimmering always shimmers me and shivers my timbers. Shimmering. And the shimmering it's iridescent white light. And it's not the rainbow where it's all separate. It's every molecule has every color. And in the emerald, back up into the emerald heart, I had an experience many, many years ago of seeing my former husband and seeing his heart was a big emerald cut emerald, great big emerald. And it was shown to me that I was seeing my own heart and I hadn't owned it. That was my emerald heart I was seeing. It didn't belong to somebody else. So that was like a really deep. And then went through the white diamond. And in the blue diamond, I kept hearing truth, truth, truth. And I felt it in the back of my spine, behind my heart. And I could feel the truth of history, of the true history coming forward. Truth flowing freely. Truth in New Earth. New Earth can only be in truth. And I'm just grateful to be here with you all. Thank you. Thanks, Kelley.
Thank you, Mayana. Beautiful. Thank you for your heart. I love that. The shimmering light that has all the colors in it. I see that too, and I'm in that, in the white diamond heart. There's like this silvery light there that is very imbued with life. And it's very much like all the particles of everything together. Sweet. Who's next? Linda, did you catch the meditation? I just saw you. Hi. Hi, Linda.
I didn't catch it. I'm in the car.
Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I got to, I'm stopped now. I'm waiting for a school pickup. I get
grandkids.
so
Well, big hugs. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you.
We took a journey through the 3 diamond hearts of Gaia,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just sharing reflections.
Right. Yes, it's
But
beautiful.
you can share any intention you want as well. Since you have a sec, if you want to say anything, go ahead and do it now.
Oh, well, my what I've been doing, or I'm not sure what I've been doing is a lot of my continued channelings or activations, my light language, working with the well, I actually, as we all do, working with a lot of beings, especially like the dragons, they've worked with me a lot and like helping me clear out quote unquote things that needs to be cleared out, but also doing it for the collective. So that's kind of what my daily mission is here, that to do my own self-healing work, but also to focus on the earth and our transcendence, and to help wherever I can from my position in Florence, Massachusetts, to anywhere in the world, that the energy, I trust that it goes where it needs to go. So my intention always each day is to contribute something to this, through my heart's love for all of us. And let's see what else there. Yeah, when I'm out walking, I'm out with my little guy here in the mornings, and it's always a time of looking out across the universe, our universes, and doing my prayer work then, and just asking that it be sent out, and then like stopping during the day. So my intention each day is to contribute and I've been doing this like since the 80s, kind of consciously with my guides, but and they've showed me scenes across the world that they might be sending the energy to that particular moment, but I always just trust that it goes where it needs to go.
Blessings. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Keep blessing and blessing and blessing.
Thank
We'll
you.
take it. We take it. All right. Pat, Kate, Marja, anybody else who hasn't shared yet? If you'd like to go ahead, Pat. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank everyone. This is such a humbling and expansive experience. And it felt as each of the musical instruments and the words and the vibration was an invitation to a new portal and a new place and a new vibration within my being, expanding and connecting with all present and to all creation. And there was a time through each meditation that I thought I heard humming. That wasn't the musical instrument. It was just another voice resonating with that particular vibration. And then it was like, well, wait a minute. I'm also resonating with that music, and wherever else that hum was coming from. And then I could see that and feel that, and feel that invitation. This meditation and journey brought me back to a dream that I'd had quite a while ago, where I seemed to go through different layers and expansiveness through the cosmos, and was gifted incredible quartz structured blue crystals. And I was in what some would consider a primitive building with wood, and I was responsible for a charging station where I would line up these crystals and bring them in. So there's an unfolding that came from today with that. And I'm not so much retired as rewiring. So I thank you. Thank you for that. And I was also reminded very deeply of a prayer, the prayer that I used to say just took on an expansiveness, and, like great mother of all creatures in creation, Gaia who supports us, and she who dances among the stars in the universe. I truly felt that all our hearts were turned to her with incredible love and devotion and a oneness. And you led us in a very beautiful way to worshipfully, respectfully, and humbly join our spirits in our energies in oneness. And just thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Pat. That's beautiful. I love it when we are in the journey and we get taken to family and spiritual beings in all kinds of places. And so it's really powerful to hear about where you were taken to and what you do there. Um, and thank you all for your service and love. We're all givers. So much more we're giving, and our higher bodies are very busy. So thank you. Busy and active.
We have Miria, Chris, and Edita who have not shared.
Okay. Thank you. Would any of you like to go? It's fine. If nobody else is going, Adita.
Maybe me.
Hi.
I will be very short because I'm driving. I wanted to thank you all for the beautiful gathering. I couldn't be at the beginning because I had no internet, so I came in the middle. But anyway, it was so beautiful, and I hope we'll help our Mother Earth to be a new beautiful and with us filled with love and peace, and I hope all of us will be happy and free, and our Mother Earth will be white and green. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you. Lovely. Okay, anyone else? Yes, please go ahead, unmute. Rajita. Marja. There you go. Hi.
Okay, where am I now? Okay. um, yeah, I was taken back about 30 years from now. Back in time when I remember it was in my dream. I understand it was in initiation. I received a crystal ball that was full of liquid emeralds. And I remembered it again while we are, and I understood that it was a gift from Mother Earth, from Gaia. So that was really very beautiful for me. And I went straight almost into the blue light. I kind of passed through the white diamond. I've been there before, but I went to blue light. It just keep coming. The blue light kept coming, and then I fell asleep. It's late over here, and I was laying down, but it was really beautiful, the blue light and the meditation, and it was beautiful to remember that already 30 years ago, and I got this invitation of the Gaia with yes. I only didn't have that in one of my dreams. I had also a dream about a crystal pool full of light that was given to me from a people that they were dressed in whites, and I understand that they were galactic beings, and those happen in different nights 30 years ago, and that's why I went straight into the blue, and then I fell asleep. Thank you. Yeah, I just woke up.
It's
So I
perfect.
didn't, yeah.
I was calling to you. I was like, I really hope she shares uh this from
Sorry,
your
but
heart.
it's late over here. It's 10:30. I had a busy day today, and my
Oh, but
back was hurting, so I was laying down, and then
I
yeah.
actually
But
believe when you sleep, you're going into your higher body of activity.
oh yes, yes,
And
yeah, that's what I feel like. Yeah,
you
I
weren't
feel,
really entirely sleeping. You were
yeah.
higher work. And I also think the gift of going into the blue diamond heart meant that you had a lot to give there. And because that's a creation field. So when we enter into creation, we're giving something into the creation field that it needs. So you were right where you were belonging. In every
Yeah, I just felt it up. It just, kept coming right away almost. I was just for a little while in the white, and then the blue light just kept coming.
I love it.
I was telling myself, I should not be here yet. We are not doing this part yet, but it just kept coming.
The bowl I
Yeah.
was playing is an emerald infused green heart bowl. And recently, a hole broke out of the bottom of it, and I
Okay.
sanded it down. And I realized I like to hold the bowl when I play it, and I also like
Yeah.
into it. And I, by the way, Pat, I don't know if with some of the hum you were hearing was me because I was singing when I was playing the bowl, and I was humming when I was playing the harp. It's just saying it might have been spirit you were hearing, but
Well,
anyway.
I was wondering if it was you. I'm like because the resonance was so pure.
I
So
sing,
yeah, thank you for saying that.
well, I sing into it, and so there's a bit of a sound. So if I,
Mhm.
you'll hear it, but it's merging into the sound. So I've
Hmm.
been doing. Well, when the bowl broke, kind of funny. When the bowl broke, when the bowl broke, when the bowl broke, I could have thrown it away, but I decided it was actually handy because I can put my thumb in it and it makes
Uh-huh.
for me to hold it. And I can play it like a bell in my hand. And it was easier to sing into. So I've been actually really happy as a whole. I have a whole and
It's so interesting because normally one would think that because the integrity of the ball has been altered, but I knew it was the heart ball and it sounded as if it was complete, and it's almost as if your crystalline structure, your water body, your structure, and the ball actually merge into oneness.
yeah, it feels
So
and when I performed with it on the mountain, it was amazing. Everyone was laughing with me at how I took the broken holy bowl and made it useful. And I believe that that's a lot like life. When I went to play the harp, I felt like, oh my gosh, I thought the harp was more tuned than it was this morning. And because I strummed it when I got up this morning and it was still, I thought it sounded in tune. But when I went to play it, it was like really not. And I thought, how perfect. And what I mean by that is um, we're all works of becoming mastery. And to become an inner master of yourself, you have to know that you're never perfect and that nothing is ever perfect. And I always tell my clients, embrace that you're a perfectly flawed human being like the rest of us. So we're all perfectly flawed. And that doesn't mean that we are negative or bad, or it just means that we're always growing and learning and perfecting what we know, and or even what we think we know. But any true master knows that you never master. You continually grow, and that's the beauty of us. And the one thing that science has figured out is that we have infinite potential. It's the one defining point as a humanity that we have infinite potential and that it's immeasurable. It is the one immeasurable thing in creation that we have at our disposal at every moment. So this day, this moment, this meditation was a perfect, beautiful blank canvas. And we got to paint ourselves into it and sing ourselves into it. And I also invite people to sing with me. Did you want to?
Chris?
Yes, Chris.
Chris.
Go for it.
Hi. I just popped in. So I didn't hear anything, but I love what I read about today's event, and I wasn't able to come till now. I wasn't even sure if it was still going on, but I'm glad I did. I just popped in and just wanted to say, love it, love you. That's wonderful.
Well, Chris, I want to invite you. Linda had come in late too, and the fact that you felt called here, we're still in ceremony. And you're welcome to share anything you want from your heart. We were doing the meditation for the three diamond hearts of Gaia, which is the emerald, the surface, the core of the diamond white heart of Gaia's purity, her galactic center, and the new earth, the blue diamond heart. So, but with that intention, you can share anything you'd like as part of the ceremony because you're here and we'd love to hear from your heart, whatever you want to say for Gaia. For
I love the earth. Um, uh, she has so much love for us as she holds us on her surface. And yeah, it has great love for us. That's all. And sometimes some people can feel the heart beating, the earth's heart beating with their own heart. And it's there, it's real. That's it. That's all.
so true. Mama has a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that. And thank you for your contribution to the circle. Thank you so much for being here and coming whenever it felt right for you to be here.
Oh, and thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Has everyone who wanted to share had an opportunity to share? So to do a little closing, I did also want to mention Gail, who went to the Grandmothers of the Americas. After being on our Tending Roots event, they saw her speak, and those grandmothers invited her to come. And it was so awesome to have one of our grandmothers there. And it was really amazing to hear, Robin, that you were just at the Guardians of the Sacred. Both Mayana and I had hoped to go to that event and could not make it. We were asked to stay put, you know? So we know and trust divine hands always move us to wherever we need to be in right action for the right reasons. So, I wanted to offer Mayana, do you want to say some more about the Trinity that you were wanting to share about for this kind of meditation journey ceremony teaching? What is it that you want to share a little more deeply about that? Because I think it would be important.
My beloved Andrash and I have taken two hardest journeys through the heart of Mother Earth. And we received from a message from Mount Shasta that there were two sides of the heart. There's a feminine side and a masculine side of the heart chakra of Mother Earth. And at the time, I didn't know anything about that, but I received the download, and as I was unpacking it and planning a journey the first time in 2017, we came to understand that it's it's really mother's breasts. They overlap at the sternum. There's two big circles and they overlap at the sternum. And the feminine side is in Hungary, where the masculine point within is at Dobogokur, Hungary, and it's called the heart beating stone. And Hungary holds more mineral waters than anywhere else on earth. So that is the feminine side of mother's heart. And then the masculine side is in England, with Glastonbury's Chalice Well being the feminine point within it, the waters, the feminine in that masculine heart. And our journeys were connecting it with the root of Shasta. But there are many places on earth that consider themselves the heart. Uluru considers itself the heart. Africa considers itself the heart, and the whole earth is a heart. We are a heart. We're a toroid, and it's the toroidal energy that continually flows up and around the donut shape, that's always moving and always flowing.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. That was all. That was all.
I didn't want to interrupt you. Sorry.
Okay.
You were finished, so I was not wrong. Okay, good. So, the share I want to give to you, because I was playing and singing and holding space for our container, but I also have my own journey experience in these moments. And what you were just speaking, Mayana, really spoke to what I saw in the Emerald Heart, which was that we are this very cornucopia of collective humanity. And that mother father principle is within us and in all of life. When I was here doing journey work on Mount Shasta, I'm a clan leader and I led vision quests. I've led 11 vision quests on Mount Shasta. And I was praying in the sweat lodges with Walking Eagle from the local tribe before we would go up on the mountain. And there was a beautiful spring at this place where we were doing our sweat lodge. And we discovered there was a male and female spring. And so there's masculine and feminine waters. That was really something I'd never known until then. And I remember learning about that was fascinating to me because of my inner work that is built on the principle of how we masculine and feminine reflect off of life throughout our journey. And so we have to include it in our healing and learning, in my way of experiencing things. So I love hearing that about the Earth Heart, that story about where you guys went to and what you discovered. I think it's important. It's very important for balancing things in our world that we embrace the masculine and feminine together. There's an amazing opportunity for us as a race in humanity to restore some balance that has to do with the mother's voice. When the Americas were formed here, when Turtle Island was being formed and colonized, one of the biggest things they failed at was taking out the grandmother council. And I think it's one of the biggest reasons why we, as a collective of grandmother voices in the world, are needed right now and need to come together, because the grandmother voice is the voice of reason. The grandmother voice to me is the voice of care. The grandmother voice to me is the voice of peace and reconciliation, forgiveness, She's the bridger that takes us across the water when we feel like it's too much. And she's the voice that carries us through the maze of things when they feel too chaotic and we don't know how to get through. To me, that elder wisdom of the feminine brain is actually made to be able to navigate those things. That our human brain is very different from the male brain. And they finally have started to study it and now know. So if you want to have a little fun sometime, Google the difference between the feminine brain and the masculine brain and what the female brain does that's very unique. Google that and you'll have a lot of fun reading. But it's really true. Our brains have a mechanism for compassion and for structure, for architecture, to literally build things in our consciousness that heal and fix and understand life more. So our partnership also is unique because as a woman on a feminine prioritized planet, the masculine and feminist of the earth is there, but we don't call it Father Earth. Nobody does. Nobody goes, Father Earth, Father Earth. We all call our planet Mother. So we honor that this planet has a priority in its feminine nature. And that the feminine is the feminine principle, is the stronger of the nature within this planet. So she is named as a feminine planet. We see her as a mother. And so Gaia, our earth, has this feminine principle that has a divine connection to feminine life. We are the bearers, the creators of life. We are the makers of life. We bear children. We bleed. We have our consciousness and our bodies connected to her. And I taught about feminine mysteries in a journey I was on where I actually allowed some men to be in the sacred temple with us. And they thanked me because they had been struggling to understand a dynamic they experienced with women that didn't make sense to them. But when they heard about what I shared in this hoop in that particular circle at that ceremony, it helped them to understand the womb and the mind and the brain and the heart that connects femininity to a greater power. And in that ceremony, we learned about the ancient way in which Gaia helps us as women, how she can reach up into your body and actually do things to help you move your energy, connect to life force more, and birth your babies. And working with that teaching, I helped a horse deliver a foal in 4 minutes. I helped a woman give birth to a baby really, really easily and quickly. As long as we're flowered and are ready to push, man, Gaia can just pull a baby right out of you. And it's amazing to think of her hands coming into your body. So our relationship to the earth as a mother, as a feminine principle, is actually visceral, physical, and amazingly spiritual all at the same time. And all of her nature and the aspects of her, but the spiritual aspect of her that we can really connect to as a guardian, as a mother to us, is a powerful thing to tune into and learn to communicate with. And she has taught me so much about life. And it's never ending. I mean, the Earth Library, the life force library on Earth is huge. It's massive and old and ancient. There's so much here. You could study all your life and you would have like maybe touched a thimble of it. There's so much to know and learn from this planet. And we're on an arc. The arcs are life force libraries. So everyone who's here is here to record on the arc what you bring through your heart, who you be as your heart self, as your well-hearted self, as your hardest self, is here to bring and imbue your life force upon the arc. So everything's recording. That is love and to be loved. So our prime directive is part of the magic of true treasure. What do we really value? What is really important to us? What is it that really matters? And if you ever think about end of life scenarios and those moments, people will begin to tell you it's anything but their possessions. It's everything about their connections with each other. What matters to you is your community and your family and the life around you you're sharing with others. What our true treasure is the love we share with one another. And that's what records. That's what records on the arc. Whenever you and I and we gather and do ceremony, we record it on the arc and it's felt. That love is kept. It stays. It creates the song lines. Different from ley lines, it creates the songs that go into the earth that are remembered by the earth. It goes into the vessels, the vesicles of the earth, like our meridian system, which they discovered it like we found a new organ that they'd known about forever. Anyone who worked with meridians, it wraps around every organ in your body and every cell. It's so powerful because of that. And it holds water. It's like, what? Yeah. We have this amazing body that is so imbued with a connection to life force and in so many more ways than we realize. Our deeper and deepening relationship with the earth is something that we are going to begin to awaken as we expand into our greater knowing and remembering. And I'm very excited about it because it brings about a greater aura, a greater glow, a greater field of connection. And there are places and times when at certain times of day especially, where you can see the aura of the trees and in the sky when you're looking at the trees. There's a whole circle of cedar here in my yard, grove of cedars where I live. And at a certain time in the evening, as the sun is setting, just when there's still light, you can see the aura around the trees. But I believe as life force increases its frequency in a world like ours, everything's going to start to be more visibly glowing, us and everything around us. So, and we know from galactic travel and our higher dimensional bodies, there are places in the universe that have very glowy landscapes where everything glows and sings with its own light and its life force is fully visible. To become imbued with full treasure is to really be a shining being. And that place is our homecoming, where we're all coming home to.
I've received that. We are the blue star Kachina. When the blue star Kachina is seen in the sky, then everyone will know that we are awake. And that is the shining and the shimmering that we are experiencing now.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I believe when new Gaia awakened, when the new diamond, blue diamond, heart of Gaia woke, we knew about it coming, but when it actually awoke on our planet to be created into, the moon and the sun, we photographed it. We have photographs of the moon and sun staying blue. They were completely blue for days, for weeks. And it was a real birthing moment for a lot of us witnessing that together. So this is a powerful time for us to be here in that dreaming and that weaving and that imagining and that remembering together, and in the way in which we have what we know, and then there's something we don't know yet that actually is happening more so when we unite and come together in moments like this, that there's opportunity for what we don't know yet to come to us. And I always want to remind people of that because it's an important time for us to invite that. Let's invite what we don't know yet to be brought to us so that when we're listening, we can hear what it is in new creation, what we haven't thought of yet. And that sits right there in our infinite potential to make something happen, to go into greater action, and to actually be able to take the dreams and ideas into becoming. There's so much being dismantled in our United States right now from our current administration. And I keep remembering to say to people, yeah, whatever the government lets go of, federal government lets go of, we should, like, as a state or a community, go, ooh, a take back. Great, we get to take that back and know what do we want to do with this? Because it's now ours and we're free. Finding our freedom in it and a way to use it for the good, right?
Okay, on that, I have to share my vision for how we redo things. All of our elementary schools become recovery centers with different focus for each one. People live in them. There's little rooms with plumbing already there. All these little can be turned into living recovery centers, and we build new learning centers for the children that are nature-based. And that is a wonderful way that we can shift and transform what is into what can be.
I love that vision.
Yeah.
I had a vision years ago. I was working at a healing center here in Phoenix, Oregon, which is next to Talent, where I live. And I had this amazing message come to me about it was called A Manual for the New School. And the divine said, go to all the star schools, the schools that are teaching alternative ways of educating children right now, and ask them for a teaching from their curriculum and put it together and make it globally available to everyone so that people who are learning how to work with children in new ways can share the information with one another and everyone can benefit, and make it available to public schools in particular. And I was like, oh, that's a really great idea, a manual for a new school. And then they said you can create that like a library that'll just keep being added to and available for education. And I thought, what a great idea to have a universal library for education that people can contribute to and that can give back, to people who are educating, where people who are educators can go to find something new to try or something new to understand to teach. Taking our best teachings and putting them forward like that is a wonderful concept that I learned also from Arcturians. Because the Arcturians taught me that they don't raise and educate their own children. They only invite the smartest, most intelligent parts of their community to teach the children. So the best of themselves teaches their children each time they raise their kids and educate them.
Love it. Love it. Okay, well, let's take our ceremonial hearts and wine that are all wound together and woven together, and this tree that we have woven into the tapestry of life and into the web right here, right now, is going to bear all the fruit and all of the love in all of our hearts, magnified by each of us who are here. Right now, we are 11, we've been 12, we've been 13. We are the feminine. Those numbers are the feminine numbers, and we are present. And I am so grateful for everyone who joined us. Thank you, Kelley, for that beautiful journey. That was really deeply amazing. And thank you, Miria, for staying up so late. And thank you all for your presence and your beautiful faces and voices and hearts and tenderness. I am touched and love you all. Yes. Yeah. Much love.
Thank you all. That was
Thank you.
Thank you.
Feel free to unmute and everybody say love you at the same time.
Love you.
Love
Love
you.
you.
Love
Love you.
you.
Love you.
Rakastan sinua rakauta. I love
Love, love,
you.
love.
Love
Much
you.
love. Much love.
Thank
Thank you.
Work
you.
team.
Thank you all.
Blessings.
Amazing. Thank you
Love you,
all.
Sister
Thank
Stars.
you.
one.
Okay, everybody. 1, 2, 3. We'll blow out the candle. 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Bye, all.
Bye-bye.
See you next
Bye.
time.
Bye.
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 Mm.
Thank you.